Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about one of the big issues about the fact that we are not getting a season battle pass in, well, the next update. So, for those who don't know, we are getting 3 operations, which means we're not getting like the season pass like Heroes of Rage, Lone Wolves. Okay, those are tier 100 tiers, right? Then we had Reckoning with 50 tiers, but what made Reckoning good is that instead of things being spread out over multiple cores, like let's say a shoulder is in one place and then the other shoulder is in another tier, like right here, it's a whole tier together. And like the emblem bits and all of that, they're not separated. So it makes more sense that way. However, with the new season, we only had, well, with Reckoning, we had, like I said, the tiers were pretty much like together, condensed, but we still had 50 tiers, which we still had a lot of content. So early on, there were 23 tiers, and things were divided. So some tiers you could get, let's say, I think this was the free part. You got like an XP boost for free here, then you got an emblem for free, a charm for free, but then knee pads, right? So there were 20 free tiers and 30 exclusively paid, not free tiers, but there were also 20 like the other tiers, the other 20 tiers were like split. Part of it free, part of it not free. Essentially, it means 50 tiers of non-free content with 30 tiers with 20 tiers of free content. What does this mean? It means that for the operation passes, we only get 20 tiers. So we get like the bonus if you pay for it. You also get like XP boosts, which are, you get 4 XP boosts and a bunch of emblems, and usually only 1 armor set. Essentially, that means we get 60 free tiers with free, like, if you have to pay 500, I mean. But then we end up losing a whole 50 tiers of content. And a lot of the stuff we lose is, a lot of stuff we get is just, 12 XP boosts? 12 XP boosts when we get 60 tiers, like that's too much. We are losing a lot of content, and that's an issue. That isn't great. Like, we're really not having as much seasonal cosmetic content that's not in the store. Like, there's a difference between the store and battle passes, because the passes, they offer a certain type of value which is unmatched even by the store, so it's always worth it to have store stuff. So yeah, we are losing that, unfortunately, and that's a big negative about the next update. As you can see, all of these battle passes, all of the seasons and operations, we are just getting a net negative. Free for free is really sort of messing up on this one. They keep changing things, like, how to explain it? It's okay, we need to adjust sometimes, etc. But first you had stuff like, oh, we'll be getting drop pods from now on. Expect a drop pod about once a month. That's a target. What happened? 2 drop pods came out and no more drop pods. Then what happened after? Just, we got on par to the seasons with the content and all of that. Alright, we consolidated into 50, so from now on, we're gonna get 50 tiers for the battle pass, and instead of operations, we're gonna be, instead of events, we're gonna be getting operations. Alright. There's some give and take with that, because some of the events sure had repeats and stuff, but some of the events had like, well, the original Tenrai had 30 tiers, and it was loaded with content. But then we get like a trade-offs and so on happening. Alright. Then, after they switch it up to 50 tiers for the next season passes, next seasons, they get rid of seasons, and now we get just operations. That's all we get. So we end up losing a bunch of content, and I don't think that's a win at all. The game was getting good, but it's still a live service game. You still need to have that content, that momentum and stuff. And for the next update, what can I say? We're just losing stuff. We're not gaining stuff. We're not getting more free stuff. We aren't. We're sure battle passes are paid, but you get the credits back, which sets them apart from from the store items. So for players, for value, essentially, it's a net loss. You had 50 tiers, you had more to grind for, more stuff to do in between the passes, in between, like, for the time. And now we have less. I would say in between seasons, but since they're not technically called seasons, we end up having less. So, what do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think, your thoughts, and thanks for watching, guys.